know if it, hey, hi. Hi guys. Hope you guys are well. Welcome to this beautiful and abundant channel. Magical, all the good stuff. This Mama Manifests here. I'm Carly, birth name. I am a Pleiadian starseed. I'm an intuitive empath. I'm a tarot, oracle, and energy interpreter. But most importantly, I'm a soul that just loves to help, loves to assist other souls move through their life journey like I've been helped by so many others. Hi, hey. All right, you guys, let's get, this is going to be just an overall general reading for whoever, somebody needs it, somebody. You may be that somebody, you may not be that somebody. You have to use your discernment and decide that, okay? But if you clicked on this reading, there's probably something in here for you. I know sometimes we can just go around clicking. Slow it down a little bit, guys. That's the first message coming through here. Slow it down a little bit. Some of y'all, I asked before I started the reading, I said, do you guys want me to like tell them anything before I start, like jumping into the cards? And they said stretch. I was stretching today and I needed to stretch, and I probably need to stretch some more, and you guys will benefit greatly from some stretching. Move that energy around, just light stretches, move it around. We're all going through some significant changes right now. We're coming into a beautiful period in time, and that's what's going on. So anyway, not sign specific. If you found your way to this reading, it's probably for you, and not every day are these daily readings going to be for you. Oh, by the way, I got some new headphones, which are my microphone as well. Let me know in the comments section down below if you guys can hear me all right, if there's any changes, no changes, significant changes. For me, I'm free. There's no cords on these bad boys, and I'm pretty excited about it, in case you were wondering. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's jump right in, guys. We're going to start with this oracle here. It's an angel oracle. I don't know the exact name of this deck off the top of my head right now. No, that's too many. That was like 10 cards. All right, what messages do we have for whoever's watching this right now? What messages do we have? Okay, we had two fall out here. Love it. So we have Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Right now is a time of intuition. And, you know, whether you're male or female, really tuning into your divine feminine energy, okay? And then we have mediumship. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but you actually have the ability to connect with that which you cannot see. You guys are a channel. Okay, so if that's something that you have been thinking about or wondering about, you actually are naturally gifted in that area. And the way that you're going to access that energy is by tuning into, obviously, your more feminine energy, which is, you know, going to be your intuition, and really listening, sitting still, spending time in meditation. So if you're wondering about that, it's confirmation for some of you. For some of you, this is going to be your first time hearing this, and you know, definitely your spirit guides and your spirit team, whatever you believe in, they want to make some contact with you here. So that is the first message coming through. Very interesting. Not the direction I thought this reading was going to go into today, but very exciting nonetheless. Okay, so yeah, look at this. Yep, you're a natural healer. Yeah, and you help people move through their more challenging times in life. Like, here's the thing, you hold space for people, right? Like you're just, your soul is one that people feel naturally comfortable with. You might be at the grocery store and people might be telling you their whole inventory of their deepest, darkest secrets and all of their family's deepest, darkest secrets, which is an indicator, right? Like, that's just, you know, just something that happens because people just naturally know you are a safe space, okay? So let's see what other messages. We're going to get two more shuffles here, and then we will pull one. I think that was three. I don't know. Either way, wow. So the sword's coming through here, and the sword always represents the truth for me. It always represents the truth. Sometimes there can be like this, like we see this lightning bolt here. It can feel like electrifying. It can be jolting this truth. Maybe some of you are like really starting to, yeah, some of you are starting to question, like you're in meditation, right? And you guys are trying to connect with that which you cannot see with your eyes, right? But you're getting these messages and you're like, am I going crazy, or are these actually messages from the divine? They're actually messages from the divine, you guys. So that's so exciting. I love this for you guys. Okay, so definitely, yes, it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, it's the truth. All right, so yeah, okay, some of you, okay, big message coming through here. Some of you are keeping a lot of this to yourself, all right? And I get that, right? I get it, okay? But it's like, it's preventing you from being authentic, right? Like, you guys aren't actually stepping into the authentic version of you. Like, these, like some of your family and friends and things like that, they don't know any of this about you. You really hold it close out of fear of judgment. Your belief systems, right? Your belief systems, your talents, your abilities, which are actually holding you back from being able to connect with those natural abilities. Like, you have to take off the mask. You have to be comfortable. You have to believe in yourself. This is a huge part of the process, right? Of peeling back the layers of the ego here, right? Like, be loud and proud about this. Anybody who falls away or who casts judgment upon you based on what you believe are not there for you anyway. They're not there for you anyway. You're not going to find the people that truly make you feel like you are at home if you're hiding behind a mask or out of fear of judgment. And you're definitely not going to feel that fulfillment if you're not being who you truly are. This message is all about authenticity. There is no shame in your talents and abilities, you guys. This is a gift. It's a gift. Like, you have earned this gift through many lifetimes past. You've been mastering this craft for this exact time that we are in right now, to assist humanity to move into this beautiful new age of Aquarius. You are a way shower. You're a leader. Stop trying to fit in with the crowd, you guys. Embrace these beautiful gifts. Embrace it. And you're going to be so much more fulfilled. If you're experiencing a lot of discomfort in your life, it's because you're surrounded by people who just aren't meant for you at this time. They're hindering your growth. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to I'm going to, get off the soapbox here. But it's something you guys really need to think about. We're going to jump into the tarot. I wanted to get a little bit deeper today. Ooh, oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold down. Okay, please don't fall over. All right, we're going to get a little bit deeper today. I'm going to go into a Celtic cross because I want to. And we're going to jump in and see what other messages the divine has for us, okay? Is that okay with you guys? All right. So one more shuffle and then we'll jump right in. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Okay. Ooh. All right. So you're actually going to use your gifts to build your long-term stability. It's going to make you, it's going to create that generational wealth or that comfort and that stability, that financial stability that you want. So I know a lot of the times we have like weird beliefs, like there's just this weird belief in society about using your spiritual gifts for profit. It's like, okay, well, I'll spend all my time mastering my craft, spend all my time giving out free guidance. Like, no. So some of you have some belief systems systems about that. And some of you, even like your closest people who may know the truth about you and your gifts, may project this weird idea about how you're not supposed to do that. Wow, very interesting message coming through here. And then also what's coming through off this King of Pentacles is it's people around you. You guys have, it's long term, right? Like you guys have known certain people for a long time, and therefore you try to fit into those situations because maybe they're family or long-term friends, and that doesn't mean anything, right? Like I've met people, like, you know, I've known people for a week who have better intentions for me than people I've known my entire life, and that's just the truth. Okay. All right, so then we have the moon. Okay, yeah, we definitely have some fears about, I mean, we know this, we see this here. We have fears about stepping out, you know, creating a business or creating, you know, financial stability about our gifts here, right? Definitely here, definitely with that moon energy, okay? And I also feel, wow, here we have the tower coming in at the foundation here, but I also feel like this past moon, right? This past full moon in Scorpio actually activated. It was like that lightning. Did you? Yeah, it was like that lightning strike that I was talking about. Like, boom, you were activated. Like maybe you knew about some of your gifts before, but this last, it was like a whole new level of awakening, which was what this Tower card can also represent, because that's at the foundation here, right? Like your whole world. Maybe you were on one life path, right? And you were decently comfortable with it, or maybe you weren't. Take it however it resonates. But your whole world is changing right now. Like all of this, like waking up to all of this energy is a complete, it's like, what's happening, right? Like it's all very different. It's like that electric bolt here. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that. Yeah. So in the past here we have the Justice card, and what I'm seeing here is like he's like his world is turned upside down again, is like the message, because we can see him here. He's like on, you know, he's on his he's hanging there. It's almost, it has like this hangman vibe, right? But yeah, you guys have been going through different experiences that have been mirroring back to you what's good for you, what's not good for you, and you guys have been observing and balancing that all out. Very, very interesting here. Yeah. And then right here we have the Four of Swords. Okay, definitely a need right now to take some time, because it's coming out crowning, and for me that's always what like the higher and the divine and angelic realms want us to focus our energy on, and that's spending some time. You guys have been going through a lot. We got Tower, we got Justice here, we got the Sword of Truth, we got the Mask. Like, it's time to rest and recuperate. You guys have been going through a lot. Like, I know we can get really excited, right? I feel like you guys are coming into a new level of connection with the divine, and we of course could want to move forward and do something with that. And you know, we are going to create our stability with it here. Of course. But the divine is really saying, take some time. You've been going through a lot. Rest, eat some pasta, have a glass of wine, and spend some time in meditation. Take a bath, like just take a day off, right? Take that one day off, spend it completely with yourself. Don't get out of bed the entire day. Doesn't have to be tomorrow, whenever you have the time available for this, and really spend some time with yourself. Not only are, you know, because all of our healing happens when we're resting, or at least the majority of it. So not only is that going to take place, and you're going to heal after, you know, your body's going to heal, your mind's going to heal, your spirit and your emotional body's going to heal after this time of incredible change that you've been going through. But you're actually, I'm getting here too, they're telling me that you are going to connect more with your gifts. You're going to get more information. Doesn't that sound exciting? I feel like so many people, I can't relate. Like, I don't know. I love meditation, but so many people have like this resistance to spending time in meditation or spending time alone. Guys, maybe it's uncomfortable at first, because if we haven't heard ourselves speak in such a long time or gotten to know ourselves, it can be very intimidating at first, because it's, you know, there might be some anxious voices coming up, right? But we have to work through that and spend that time with ourselves. It's like the most important thing here. Okay, so yeah, you guys have been on a long journey, right? And we're going to continue, you know, putting one foot in front of the other here, having patience with ourselves, the process, and life itself, and others. Okay, we're just gonna put one foot in front of the other here. Yeah, you guys are feeling overburdened right now. Okay, you do know why you're feeling overburdened? There's one direct message coming through here. It's because you're keeping there's many things. You're not living authentically to who you are. There are people, places, and situations around you who you're holding on to. They're wearing masks, which in turn is making you, you're going to mirror that back, right? So you're going to wear a mask. You're not going to be able to shine and, be who you truly are. Right here, that's what's burdening you. Yeah, is just you not being able to be yourself. So I feel like after you spend some time, because here's what happens, you guys. A lot of the times, if I'm outside of meditation and going through a lot of things in life, it will be going through a certain filter of reality. And it's not usually not the highest form of like truth or connection to the divine or through the highest vibration, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll jump into meditation after going through a whole bunch of life experiences, and I'll see things from a completely different point of view. Now, you guys have some fear surrounded of being authentic, being who you truly are, and letting go of connections that don't serve you. I understand that. Change is scary. I get it. But the divine is saying here, if you take some time to yourself and disconnect from all of these voices, then you will see this situation from a completely different lens. You will see that where you are going is so much more fulfilling than where you are now. And the only reason that you are feeling overburdened right now is because you're unable to be who you authentically are. That'll overburden anybody, okay? Straight from the divine here. Yep. So we have the Six of Cups here. I do feel like this connection to your inner child, oh wow, strong message coming through, is there are some clues of like what you're going to figure this out in your time of meditation. There's some clues about who you were and what your interests were as a child, what your desires were as a child. So remember back to that place to connect you with who you are in present day and what you are supposed to be doing in present day, what your destiny, what your fate is. Okay. And then another message coming through is, yes, there's some situations around you who they're from your past. So you think you have to hold on to them for that reason. No, you don't. You don't. Okay. Yeah, you guys are afraid of being stuck forever, not being able to see the way forward. Okay, I get it. Two of Swords energy. The truth is if you take some time to yourself and disconnect from those voices, you're going to see the truth, because this is all about the truth here, and you'll know the way forward. You guys have a little bit of fear of being decisive and making decisions, because then you guys are, okay, I'm getting this vibe off you guys that a lot of the times, and I get it, no judgment, because I get it, like decisiveness is not a skill that I have observed in many people. It's a very valuable skill to have, but not one that I feel like has been, it's just, I haven't observed it in a lot of people. Like, I'm going to stick with my original thought there. And sometimes what I'm feeling off you guys is sometimes you guys don't make a decision at all and you just let the decision unfold. That's never a way to be. That's the one-way track to not only feeling overburdened with this Ten of Wands energy, but feeling powerless over our life, right? And that can also create burden. There's this sense of powerlessness that you guys feel, not realizing that it's because you guys are not making decisions, right? Like, because you're just letting the decisions make themselves. It's time for you to get in the driver's seat of your life. And you guys are heavily affected by the voices around you of people who I don't believe in bad or good. They're just in a different space in life right now. When we're called up to a different place in life, usually those closest to us, around us, are not. It's designed that way for a reason. I'm not going to go into all of that at this moment. But yeah, that's just the way it works. And you know, you guys are seeing things because you guys are, if you're, you know, have this ability to connect with the divine, if that's been unlocking, especially if that was unlocked, your you know, more abilities over this moon, then you guys are definitely heavily affected by just being around other people's energy. And so when you're physically around them or talking to them, you can hear their voices, and then you guys can think it's your truth. There's this huge need, and I think this came out a couple days ago about cutting the cords, but you guys are just not able to hear your own voice and all this exciting information because there's fear. I understand, because there's a lot of fear because you guys have been going through a lot of internal changes, and now it's time for your outward reality to reflect to that. And again, the divine is coming through and just promising you that where you're going is so, like, okay, do you really want to stay in the 10 of Wands? Maybe you're not being honest about where you're at, you know? Do you guys, if you're honest, right now, you guys are feeling completely overburdened by life. There's not a lot of room for freedom and happiness in a 10 of Wands energy. And there's a reason for every energy. But I promise you guys, where you're going is so much more fulfilling. The connections that you're going to have are so much more fulfilling. Everything that's going to be replaced, you being yourself, you being free, is so much more fulfilling than where you are now. Okay? All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, there's some communication. You guys are observing right now. You know what? That's interesting. So very, very interesting. We have the bottom of the deck here. We have the 5 of Swords. Definitely a lot of ego around influencing a lot of this. To see the truth, wow. And to see who's wearing masks, not only is your guidance to, there's no action that needs to be taken right now. Very interesting. I rarely give that message, but the message right now, and where the divine wants you to focus your attention until we meet again, or if another reader, whatever, you know, but right now your direct guidance is to just observe, really set the intention to observe. Okay, really observe what's going on around you and start taking an inventory. All right, the divine is trying to show you some things right now about who's for you, who's not for you, what serves you, what doesn't serve you, what's authentic, what's inauthentic. And so if you take this time, I do, you know, most of the time I'm doing 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. Not a huge commitment to meditation, okay? Sometimes I spend a lot more time in meditation. That is going to help you guys so much be present enough to observe what's actually going on around you, okay? Because there are some situations around you that aren't, there's stuff that you're not seeing, right? There's information being held from you. And I don't like to get into these kinds of messages, and I didn't know it was going to go in this direction, but there's some stuff you're not seeing here. Okay. So it's, you know, let's reel this back in. This is a very exciting time. You guys are awakening to your gifts. You're awakening to your connection with all that is. And to deepen that connection, take this guidance that the divine just gave you. Okay, because there's a lot, like there's so much in here. So yeah, just observe what's going on right now. Okay. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. I'll be here. I'm sure we'll continue this message because they kind of left us at a cliffhanger. So I love you guys. I hope, you know, I love you guys so much. I don't know why I'm having trouble speaking here, but I love you guys. This has been a beautiful message, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste and God bless.